You're sitting on the couch at the end of the day. Maybe the TV is on quietly in the background. Maybe you're scrolling through your phone. The room is calm. Your dog walks over slowly. No excitement, no barking, just a quiet approach. They pause beside you for a second. Then, almost gently, they lower their head onto your lap. The weight is warm, soft, still. Your dog doesn't ask for anything. They're not trying to play. They're not nudging for food. They simply rest their head there and stay. Sometimes they close their eyes. Sometimes they just look up at you for a moment before settling again. Most owners interpret this moment in the same way. Your dog is being affectionate. But that quiet gesture, your dog placing their head on your lap, may actually be doing something deeper inside their brain. Something connected to how dogs anchor themselves to the humans they trust most. Most people interpret this moment in a very simple way. Your dog wants attention. Your dog wants to be petted. Or maybe they're just being sweet. And sometimes that's true. Dogs do use physical contact to ask for affection. But researchers who study canine behavior have noticed something interesting. Dogs often place their head on a person's lap without asking for anything at all. No pawing, no whining, no attempt to get a treat. They simply rest there quietly, which suggests the behavior may not be a request. Instead, it may be a subtle way the dog's brain maintains physical connection with a trusted social partner, especially during calm moments. To understand why dogs do this, scientists began studying how dogs form attachment bonds with humans. One of the most influential research groups comes from Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest, where canine cognition researchers have spent years exploring the emotional connection between dogs and their owners. In several experiments, dogs were placed in unfamiliar environments with and without their owners present. Researchers observed how the dogs behaved, how quickly they relaxed, and how often they returned to their human for reassurance. What they found looked remarkably similar to patterns seen in young children. Psychologists call it the secure base effect. When a child is near a trusted caregiver, their nervous system becomes calmer. Stress levels drop. The environment feels safer to explore. Dogs appear to show the same pattern with their owners. When their trusted human is nearby, our dogs relax more easily and show fewer signs of anxiety. Physical contact strengthens this sense of security. So when your dog quietly rests their head on your lap, their brain may be doing something subtle, not asking for attention, but confirming the presence of the individual who organizes their sense of safety. A small gesture that reinforces a powerful attachment bond. Inside your dog's brain, this quiet moment is linked to a powerful chemical system. When dogs experience close, safe contact with a trusted human, their brains release oxytocin. This molecule is often called the bonding hormone, but neuroscientists describe it as a signal that tells the nervous system the environment is safe. Oxytocin reduces activity in the brain's threat detection centers. At the same time, it lowers levels of cortisol, the hormone associated with stress. Heart rate slows, muscles soften, breathing becomes deeper. The body begins shifting into what scientists call the parasympathetic state, the biological mode designed for rest, recovery, and social connection. Physical contact plays an important role in triggering this process. When your dog places their head on your lap, they are increasing skin contact and proximity with the individual their brain recognizes as a secure partner. You can think of it almost like plugging into a calm signal. Touch reinforces the bond. The bond triggers oxytocin, and oxytocin tells the nervous system it is safe to relax. That quiet weight of your dog's head resting on your lap may actually represent a moment when their brain decides something important. Right here, beside you, is where the body can finally settle. To fully understand this behavior, we have to go back thousands of years. Long before dogs lived inside homes, their ancestors survived in social groups. Early wolves depended heavily on their pack for protection, food, and survival. In these groups, physical closeness mattered. Wolves often slept touching each other. They rested side by side, leaned against one another, or placed their heads on another pack member's body. These behaviors helped maintain trust and stability inside the group. Physical contact signaled something important. No threat is nearby. The group is together. It is safe to rest. When dogs began living alongside humans, this ancient social system slowly adapted. Humans became part of the dog's social structure, the equivalent of a pack member in the brain's attachment map. Like over thousands of years of domestication, dogs that could bond closely with humans were more likely to thrive. So today, when your dog places their head on your lap, that gesture may still echo an ancient pack instinct. A quiet signal that says the group is together, and it's safe to relax. What's fascinating is that this moment doesn't only calm your dog, it can calm you too. When a dog rests their head on a person and physical contact is maintained, the human brain often releases oxytocin as well. Studies on human-animal interaction show that quiet touch with a bonded pet can lower cortisol levels and slow heart rate. Your nervous system begins to mirror the calm state of the animal beside you. That's why the simple weight of your dog's head on your lap can feel strangely grounding. Your breathing slows as your attention shifts away from stress. Without realizing it, two different nervous systems are regulating each other in the same moment. Your dog relaxes because you're there, and your brain begins to settle because your dog is there too. Because this behavior is tied to comfort and trust, changes in it can sometimes reveal subtle shifts in your dog's emotional state. Dogs that frequently rest their head on their owner's lap are usually very comfortable initiating physical contact. Their brain associates that person with safety. But if a dog that used to do this often suddenly stops seeking close contact, avoids resting near you, or seems more distant than usual, it may be a sign that something has changed. Sometimes the cause is simple: a new routine, a different environment, stress in the household. Other times, dogs reduce contact when they feel discomfort or physical pain. It doesn't always mean something serious is happening. But dogs often communicate emotional or physical changes through small shifts in everyday behaviors long before more obvious symptoms appear. So the next time your dog quietly walks over and rests their head on your lap, pause for a moment. Feel the weight. Notice how still they become. It may look like a simple act of affection, but inside your dog's brain, that moment may be doing something deeper, confirming the presence of the person their nervous system trusts most. A quiet anchor in a complex world. And if you've ever wondered why some dogs lean their entire body against their owners when they stand, that behavior reveals another fascinating way dogs physically connect themselves to the humans they rely on every day.